Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue with our theme of looking at some traditional origami, and today we're going to make a camellia flower. Now, this flower is really pretty, and after doing it a few times it's not too hard to make. You can make a really pretty brooch, or I think like for prom and stuff you can make a really kind of cool unique looking corsage if you layered it up a bit with some different ones too. So lots of different fun uses for it. It's great to add to making greeting cards and those kinds of things. So we're just going to be using a regular square piece of origami paper, and I'm going to be just using standard 15 by 15 centimeter. I'll let you guys know how big everything is when we're done, because I know a lot of times you want to make it to a particular size depending on what project you're working on. We'll start here with the color facing down on our paper, and I just want to put some preliminary creases, so I'm just going to fold my paper in half diagonally both ways so that I know where my center is, and that'll help make things a little easier. Once you've got both of those creases completed, then I'm just going to take and fold this top right angle here right into the center, and just kind of try to get that as close to the center as you can. And then we're going to kind of turn it around here so that that's sort of on the bottom left side of what we're working on here. So we've got this part folded over, and now I'm going to take what is over on this side and fold it in towards the center. And when you do this, you should find that the bottom edges line up right here on the side really good. So you get a nice smooth edge going here. Now I'm going to take the point that I just folded here, and I'm just going to pull it straight up so that these edges line up together. And I want to create a new edge here that essentially lines up with this edge of this paper. And when you do this, you'll find naturally that what you're doing is creating the point where when you push this down, this part stays right where it was, and then you create a new crease here by just smoothing it out. So that's one of the petals as we turn around here to create this flower. I'm just going to turn a little clockwise here, and I'm going to do the next section. So we're going to take this part here and fold it over. And you might notice it might kind of bump a little into that part that's sticking out there. Don't worry if you fold it over. Just a tad, it's not a big deal. Just get this part folded over first. And then we're just going to repeat that kind of a thing that we just did now by taking this part and opening it up and lining it up with the edge, trying to get it here so that it comes to a point where it's even with stuff in the center a little bit. And then just let this part lay down. Smooth it out to create the next little section of the flower. Clockwise again. Now we're going to just do it again here with this part. We're going to pretend we've got a nice little imaginary line going through here where these two creases are, and we're just going to fold everything over here, bringing that tip right here to this bottom side. Kind of helps to just sort of start there. Keep the side nice and smooth. Kind of fold that up. And then we're going to just take that part again and open it up. And this time when you do this, you should bring tip right to the edge too when you do it. Be able to smush everything down and lay it flat. So we've got 3 of the 4 sides completed now. What I'm going to do is just kind of rotate it around here, and we've got that part I just folded. I'm going to take that flap and open it up so that I can get to this top part here. Then I want to kind of lift this side up. We're going to take this part that's underneath here and pull it out, push this back down, and there's this little bit here that needs to be opened and then reversed so that we can get this all to lay flat again. Kind of just reverse everything as we do this so that you can get a new edge going here. So you should have that flap that we laid forward, and then this is the part that was hiding underneath with that flap turned around so that we can get a new clean area to work with here. Then if I just kind of turn it to the side, you'll notice this is just kind of like what we've been working with those other 3 sides. We're just going to take this tip, bring it right up to the top there, and create a crease that comes right inside here that lines up with the edge. Smoosh down on that and let it come out to the side to make the last little part. Now I'm just going to take the part I just created with this flap and we're going to tuck it underneath here. And then we're going to turn things around and take the flap that we had pushed up. I'm going to bring it back down and we're going to tuck that underneath as well. And you should wind up with 4 kind of rotating and tucking kind of petal kind of sections here. Make it kind of look like a rose in some ways, like a pretty little camellia flower. And that's sort of the finished project. So the dimensions for this are about 8 centimeters both ways. You've got a nice, octagon shape here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's an octagon. So if you just needed a stop sign, there you go. That's a stop sign, right? So it winds up being about 8 centimeters. So some easy math is it's about half the size, maybe just a tad bit bigger. So 8 centimeters across and 8 centimeters tall. But a good, pretty kind of cute little simple flower design that you can use for lots of different projects. And that's kind of our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.